They believe there would be more dollar downside after the currency has fallen almost 11% this year against a basket of peers. This is where you're putting your money at. And those saving accounts that you have, there's nothing wrong with the saving accounts, don't get me wrong. But this is what's happening to your money that you're just having sitting there in a savings account, hoping that it does something. 11%. Gold went up 40% this year, and the dollar has fallen almost 11% this year. Hey, if you guys don't see it, like it's if you guys don't see it, I don't know what to tell you, man. It's literally written on the wall. They can't hide it. They're literally telling you exactly what they're doing. How is it that the dollar is losing more value and the unemployment rate is the highest is at highs that it hasn't been in a long time. It's the highest that it's been since what, the pandemic times, right? Something like that, roughly around there. But there isn't a pandemic right now. You don't ever question that? Like, it makes sense during the pandemic. People's getting laid off and all that type of stuff like that, but there's no pandemic right now. There's no like major pandemic, major outbreak. So why is the dollar becoming so much weaker? And why are so many people losing their jobs? You guys got to question that and ask yourself that. The dollar's getting weaker purposely. They're purposely making the dollar weaker because what do they want you to do? They want you to have and get their own currency. It's as simple as that. They want you to use their own currency. They want you to conform to what the social credit score. Everything is all tying together to Revelation chapter. I forgot the chapter. About the market of beasts. It says you will not be able to, it says rich and poor, meaning rich and poor people are going to get it, and you will not be able to buy or sell unless you have the chip. What is going on in the world now? There's certain grocery like Amazon stores and stuff like that. You gotta have a chip or you gotta have some type of a thing in order to go into the store. If you don't, then you're not gonna be able to go into the store. And you correlate that to a bunch of people losing jobs and like you're losing money and stuff like that. Oh, people will do whatever. That causes chaos and commotion. People will do whatever it is they gotta do. I gotta make sure my family eat. I gotta make sure I get my groceries. If I gotta get the chip, they're gonna get the chip. That's common sense. That's what they're doing. That's why the dollar's dropping. It's not just random. It's all what's supposed to happen. Um, why are so many people losing their jobs? You guys ever asked that? Like, why is it that just all of a sudden people are losing their jobs? Well, if so many people are losing their jobs, what is something that is growing more and more and more? I'm gonna test you guys to see where you guys' knowledge are at. Okay, more people are losing jobs, but what's something that is constantly growing in today's society right now? Like, do you let me see if you guys know. Hey, listen, listen. Y'all nailed it on the head. Do you see how it's correlating? The jobs are losing. See, you guys got eyes to see, so you guys see it. AIs. Jobs are decreasing more and more and more for humans. But what is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger in today's ages? AI. You guys don't see the pattern? You guys don't see the pattern? AIs are replacing literally, and how are people losing their jobs? What are they being replaced by? AIs. Think about it. You can look at every single industry. Like, matter of fact, oh man, can I find that? I remember seeing this one time, dog. I want to share this. Like, I want to show this with you guys. I remember seeing this and I was like, yo, thank you, God. But yo, the world is such in chaos right now. It's this AI, it's like all these like you got AI video editors. Video editors are getting replaced now. You guys see type time like anybody could create a crazy edit. You don't gotta have no skill. And people are outperforming editors who've been doing this for 10 years. And think about it, like you can literally look at every single job in the world and see how a AI, except for trading cannot be replaced. But you can look at almost every single like normal job and see how that can be replaced. Video editors. Look at the common sense, right? why would somebody hire a video editor, and pay them, let's say, a couple thousands of dollars, whatever the case may be, and for them to, like, let's say, take a week or some change for them to make their video when they can literally do it themselves and use AI to do it in half the time and probably half the cost and probably a quarter of the cost to get an AI to make my videos and edit my videos for me. I don't need to hire that. Why do I need to hire a thumbnail designer if I can literally have an AI create my thumbnail, a bunch of thumbnails for me? The next 10 thumbnails that the same, maybe two or three that this person may take, an AI can give me that in seconds, right? Models. Think about models, right? Why would a company need to hire a model? Though, why would they need to go look for it? Yeah, we got to make sure she looks a certain way, her body looks this, like her face looks this, she looks appealing to the society and all that type of stuff. Why do they need to do that when they can literally, and I want to show you guys one because I've seen it. I was like, yo, why would they need to do that when they can create their own AIs to model their own things? There's literally Instagram models who are making $10,000 plus and they're all AIs. And they look absolutely real. They're having conversations, they're going on trips. People are in their comments are like, yo, people think that this is a real person. There's AI and the people behind it, like they're making all of this. So why do they need a actual model when they can have AIs model all of their products for them? Factory workers. Like you guys already see that. That's common sense. But factory workers, literally like Amazon places and stuff, it's literally obviously they're gonna need like maybe a couple of people here to make sure things are good. But you got robots all across the place. You got Waymo, all this type of stuff like that. That no more, you're not gonna have no more Uber drivers, delivery drivers and stuff like that. Why? Because you got Waymo when self-driving cars are here. You got Elon Musk coming out with what's the thing? The Tesla robot and stuff. Like, what? You're gonna have a robot teaching your kids how to do stuff, taking your kids to school, watching your kids, babysitting your kids, taking care of your animals, cooking for you, and all this type of stuff. Ugh, that's just nasty to me. But you got that. Then you got the fact of it's so many things. There's so many things. But like robot taking care of your kids, right? And then there was another thing. They're actually going to allow AIs to be able to have babies. When I seen that, I was like, it didn't blow my mind because remember, this is all Bible prophecy. Jesus said in the last days that he said it's going to be like the days of Noah. If you study what happened during the days of Noah, what happened? The fallen angels were having sex with the women because they said the women were beautiful. They said, "Come down, let's because you can read about that like more in depth in like the Book of Enoch." But the fallen angels, they said, "Yo, they seen the women, they look beautiful." They said, "Yo, let's come down and let's have sex with these women." And they was having sex with the women, and what did they create? They created giants. Though that's where the giants came from. The fallen angels, they were having sex with the women, and that's how the giants were created. And the Bible says that. It says like the days of Noah, like people were just doing their own thing, X, Y, and Z. It says in Revelation, hyperinflation. A day's work, like for you to work a full day is gonna cost what a loaf of bread costs. Like I went into the store, I forgot which store it was. I think it was like Harris Teeter or something like a Publix or Low. It was some store that I went to the other day. And I just wanted to see. And I looked at like a carton of eggs was like $12. But I remember when eggs like months ago, like at the beginning of the year, it was like maybe $7, $8, or whatever the case may be like that. Inflation is increasing, prices are going up, and people are losing jobs. So that means, and people are making less money, the dollar is decreasing. So doesn't that sound like Bible prophecy playing out? A day's work, a day's wages will cost a loaf of bread. If the dollar, it says right here, the dollar is decreasing more and more and more, less people are mo losing jobs. So that means you're not making as much money. And if eggs are going up and you're making less money, what does that mean? A day's work is going to cost your groceries. It's going to take you a full day just to get a loaf of bread. A full day's work just to get a loaf of bread. Hey, the pain is right on the wall. So that's like all of that, like that's like true. That's real. That's what's going on. But let me find this because I want to show you guys this. Like let's It's not up right now because I gotta go to Instagram. Um, let me see. It's obviously you know that this is an AI. You know that this is an AI because I said it. But if at first glance, like keep it 100, keep it 100, keep it 100. At first glance, if you were to see this, would you believe that this is a human? Let me see. And you guys let me know. You guys let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. All right. Check this out. Hey, first glance, first glance, first glance. What do you think? What do you see? First glance, right? First glance. Personally to me, that look real. First glance. Not even like boom, first glance. This looks absolutely real, right? Real. First glance. You would think this is a real person. Dude, this is an AI. And look at the comments, bro. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't know, I can't read none of that. But how are you not real? You see what I'm saying? Like look at this like, yo, this is actually crazy. Like look at the comments. It's like people think this is an actual like real person. Magnificent energy and great vibes, discovering beautiful worlds like yours. Like people actually believe this inspiration for many AI influencers. And people some people like know it. Some people know that this is an actual AI. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, Kristen, like look at this. So how do you know it's AI? She says it. They say it. They say it like she says she's an AI. Um, I mean, and it, like if you got eyes to see, like it's common sense. Like, where's it at? First AI influencer created. I mean, look and like check this out though. Check this out. I remember seeing this and it's like, yo, even look at the Instagram stories. Like, look at this. Like, yo, what? Yo, this is an AI, dog. This is not human. Yeah, I don't know. But hear the voice. It sounds like an actual human. Dog, that don't even sound like you know how like a lot of AIs like you could tell like it sounds like robotic. That don't even sound robotic, dog. Look at this, and this is the part that got me when I saw this. Dude, this is AI. That like go let me go back to this. This is not a human. This is AI. They AI generated this. They're making their own stories, bro. Like an actual human. Yo, this is crazy. Yo, when I was looking at this, I'm like, yo, they got actual stories like how me and you would post, like, yo, X, Y, and Z. Bro, this is not real. This is all AI generated. Like, look at this. AI. And you know what's even crazier? Like, and they can do that as well. They can have like some people actually create like actual pictures and they can replace like let's say somebody actually did go to an event, right? They had somebody go to an actual event and they had the person take the picture and then all they did was just replace that person there with this AI. Doesn't that make you believe it even more? It's like, oh, like this person is really at this concert. Like these are real humans behind it. And yeah, yeah. See, I'm saying like exactly like you can see some of them like you can tell they look like AI, especially when you have them beside by humans. But a person that's just like oblivious, like you just let's say scroll through it, oh, you think this real? Exactly. Like the further distance away, you was like, yo, this looks like like this looks like real. Further away, close up, you could like really tell. But it's like, come on now, you can't make this up, dog. What, bro? Those dudes in the back look AI. He doing the same exact motion. Yo, if this whole thing is AI created, that is actually even crazier. That is actually even crazy. It's like, bro, look at this. Like this is all an AI influencer. Like having posts and all this type of this is an AI dog. This is not human, but this looks so real. Like this looks real. And like I said, you go to their stories and literally like, yo, let me see if it pulls up. Like, yo, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You can't make this up, dog. You could tell this fake. That elephant looked fake. She looked more real than the elephant. Come on now. Bro, you cannot make this stuff up, bro. You can't make this stuff up. Like you go to these things, I'm like, yo, I remember looking at this, I said, yo, yeah, the world is cooked. They are cooked. People are cooked. Like, yo, not it's not just and like remember what I said. Why do they need influencers when they can do this? They can have them do this. Amazon, they can like dog, an AI has her own Amazon shop? Come on, bro. Like you can't make this up, man. She got her own Amazon store? An AI has her own Amazon link? Come on now. You guys can't make this up, right? You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. And this is what I mean. And you see what's going on, and this is becoming a trend. And like I did it before, let's look this up. What is the market market value for AI? Look at what the market value for AI is, bro. The market value for AI is projected to be around $638.23 billion dollars in 2024. That was in 2024. We in 2025, so that has increased. And it is going to grow approximately to 3.7 trillion by 2034. Wow. Growing roughly 20%. Doug, AIs are growing. Obviously, we can see gold went crazy, right? But look at indices and stuff like that. AIs are growing like how gold is going up. Like basically, if you look at it like that, you see how gold shot up 40% this year? That's what AI's been doing. That's what their stock looks like. That's what AI stock looks like. They're going up like that. Like models and stuff like that, not just like actual models. Like you guys know what I mean. Like AI, because think about it. It's gonna be the point in time where men are no longer attracted to actual and just vice versa, women and men. Humans are no longer gonna be attracted to each other. Why? When they can create the perfect AI. Like they show it in all the movies. Like you could create your perfect AI that looks like exactly how you want it to. You can have sex with the AI with all this type of stuff like that, and it feel real. That's why they have all this virtual reality stuff and all that type of stuff where you could escape from the world and go into this world and be this completely different person. Everybody's gonna ditch the dollar. The dollar's gonna get weaker. And this is why I tell you guys, like, if you guys don't, if this is not a wake-up call to lock in on these charts, I don't know what to tell you, man. You gotta want it yourself. You gotta want it yourself. When God shows you these signs, that's when it's time to lock in. Think about it. When God showed Noah what he was about to do to the world, what did he do? He locked in. He built the ark. It took him a long time to build it. I don't know the exact date. I don't think he even I don't know if it says it in the Bible. Everybody has like their speculations on how long it took. But if it doesn't say in the Bible, then I'm not even gonna guess. But it took him. It didn't take him one day or a year. It took him a long, 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 very long time. When God showed him what was about to happen, he locked in. And look what happened with him locking in. He was saved. Him and what? It was a total of 8 people, or him and other 8 people, 8 other people, something like that. They were saved because of it. The same thing. That's what happened in the days of Noah. The days of Noah, God gave Noah a sign what was going to happen in the world. He gave him the sign. He showed Noah saw it. Because think about it. If we see it, don't you think Noah saw it? Because remember, there were giants back then. Because that's what happened. That's why God told one of I think he told Enoch to go tell Noah. But that's when like when God saw he was like furious because like it was just the world was being overtaken by giants. And think about it. Noah saw the giants. Like if the world was being overtaken by a whole bunch of giants, come on now. Noah knew type time it was. He saw the giants, so Noah already saw it coming beforehand. And there were more and more and more giants being created. And that's why God warned him and said, Yo, I'm about to destroy the world. Like it's time to lock in. It was somewhere over here. I can't find it. I know it's somewhere in there. Where the when God told him to go warn, I think it was Enoch or one of the other angels where God told him to go warn Noah what was about to happen. If Jesus said it's gonna be like the days of Noah, what scripture was it? Um, the sun, like when it's time for Jesus to come back, it's gonna be like the days of Noah. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood. So before, because Jesus is not coming back, it's not going to be a flood anymore. God said He would never flood the earth. That's what the rainbow is. Like they don't teach that. They teach the rainbow to be for the LG community. Um, so it's like if anybody says something about a rainbow, they're automatically gay or something like that. That's not the case. God made a rainbow for Noah. God, that was a covenant. God made put the rainbow for the covenant to be that He would never flood the world again. And even still to this day, God has never broken His promise. God does not lie. So that's something to keep in mind as well if you didn't know. But before, what were they doing? They were eating and drinking and marrying and giving marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So that's why it's like God is giving us these signs now to prepare for it. And it's nothing to be afraid about. That's the most beautiful part about it. If you are right with God, you're not afraid. You're more excited because you're getting closer and closer to, those times where God says He would give us a new body, a body that's without sin, a body that doesn't need to be like taught because the word is already going to be in us. So that is the lesson of the day.